Alright, lesson 6. Let's see if we're recording here. Alright, lesson 6. Creating a goblet. In this lesson, you will create a new database, create it, and copy print of the shape to make a part of the goblet. Make the regions of the part, make a combination of the region view of a data tree, and ray trace your completed goblet. In this lesson, you will create a goblet similar to the one following. Your ray trace goblet. It serves a cup. Creating a new database. First, start with the MGD, ship at the prompt with select the file menu bar. Then the new dialog box will appear with the will ask for the new database name of the goblet. G would be the name of the database. At the end of the path name, click OK. Create the new database. This program should tell you the database will successfully create you the millimeters for the units of measurement. Creating, editing, copying of the parts of the goblet. Creating with the goblet base. Go to the menu, collect the cones and cylinders category. The right cylinder, cylinder, and dialog box will appear with the name of the RCC. Type base 1 sphere, then click the apply. The press enter with the 12 cylindrical will appear with the graphics window with the ready to edit. Editing the editing base. Go to the menu bar and select edit. Select the and then set H. Place the mounting mouse pointer in the lower half of the graphics window and click the middle mouse button several times. The cylinder will make a short as you click. Shorter it will become shorter as you click. Now that you close your pointer is into the midpoint of the graphics window, smaller change will be. As you click farther, will apply with the middle of the change that will be greater. Continue clicking until the cylinder looks at the flat disk and shown with the following figure and click accept when done. This show for the right cylinder goblet base. Creating the goblet system. Now go to the menu, select the create and elliptoids, and click sphere to select the select the sphere. You will be expected to produce the name of the sphere, the type of the ball, one sphere, the same little box is in the name of the box, and then click OK. The large sphere will appear in the graphics window. Go to the edit menu and click on scale, play with the menu cursor on the lower half of the graphics window. Click on the middle mouse button and use the unit of the sphere. Allow with the 1/4 of the diameter of the base shown in the illustration as follows. First, view of the goblet. To move the ball on the top of the goblet base, shift the key with the left mouse button with the drag with the shape of the and sphere into play for the trick with the placement of the going into the view option. Then you bar selecting the front view with the line with the center line with the sphere with the center line with the right cylindrical cylinder. Repeat the process with the left view when the view believe the sphere with the correctly aligned with the right cylindrical sphere. Go back to the edit option, click accept. Adding additional ball with the goblet shift. The next step of the add more sphere with the goblet sim. The easy way to do this is to go to the edit menu of the primitive dialog box will appear. Enter the name of the sphere that you will create the ball one sphere. The next click on the reset with the reset the value of the dialog box for the ball sphere 1. As you hit the return in the name box again in the name box, click ball 1 sphere, ball 2 sphere by using the back space key 1 erase is 1 type 2 and then erase the 1 type in 2 and then click OK. Click on apply. Repeat the process for the sphere, the name of the ball 1 3 sphere with the end. Work is done. Click on the OK code of the primitive editor. You now have 3 balls for your stem, and you won't be able to see them until you edit the name. Until you edit them because they are in the same place. An easier way to make the copy is called the CP or copy command as follows. The copy ball 1 sphere, ball 2 sphere, enter. Copy ball 1 sphere, ball 3 sphere, enter. To edit the balls of the goblet, edit the new ball you have created with the edit menu. Click on the primitive selection, and box will appear with the names of your Basin balls. Double click on the balls number 2 sphere ball number 2 name, and then you'll click on the first ball, change the color to white. Use the shift key, the aim with the mouse button, drag this ball drag this ball, which is really the ball 2 sphere. There should so that it rests on the top of the slightly overlap the ball 1 sphere. Check with the view for the line of the ball so that you did with the first ball. But now alignment even the easier way. They drag with the shift and alt key, right mouse button. You will constrain the movement of the ball with the Z direction. Click on the accept. Under the edit open over the furnish. If you were modeling a real goblet, you would want the balls on over the stem to overlap slightly, and if you barely touch the stem, you would be very weak. If you do not touch them, the stem would be made separate pieces of the material suspended in space. Repeat these steps and move ball 3 into position. You furnish the goblet and should look at the follows from the front view. Goblet with a ball stem. Alright, making the goblet basin. Next step of the make of the ball goblet basin. Create with the menu and flex it into the ETO. Click on ETO or select elliptical torus. That stands for ETO. Create menu ETO elliptical torus. Name torus basin number 1. Click OK and then enlarge the elliptical torus. Create the edit menu. Select C. Then play with the menu mouse arrow in the upper half of the graphics window. Select click on the middle mouse button in your ETO elliptical torus. Approximately size of one of the following figure you need. If you need to use scale to make the basin more proportional, rest the object with the shift groups multiple views and position of the basin. So your goblet base, stem, and basin front view. Making regions of the goblet base, stem, and the basin. In order the MGD know the primitive of the rate trace, you will have the first designated the year of the bowling operation. Example of the 2 bowling operations you used will be the union and add and subtraction. To make the stem region, type of the command window, region stem 1, region ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, enter region base 1, region base 1, subtract balls 1, sphere, enter to make the base region into the type of the problem, region basin 1, R, region basin 1, named versus minus stem 1 region. Know that when you're creating the basis 1 region, we subtract the primitive shape with another primitive shape. When creating the basin 1 region, we subtracted the entire region with a primitive shape. For making combination for the region, combine all the region in one object. You will need to perform the last bowling operation and prompt the command window type. Combination of the goblet 1, combination of the union base 1 region union stem 1 region union base 1, enter. The operation tells you the MGD program combination. Make a combination of the name of the goblet. Goblet 1, the combination you would be named U for the made of the union base 1 region, union and stem region and union base region 1, base 1. All right, viewing the data tree. The MGD requires certain logical order of the models of the data tree that now house the ray trace the various elements. Goblet, basin. And basin consider the region composed only of the primitive shape, each with the stem of the contrast that consists of the region composed of the union of the 3 spheres. 3 regions were combined into form a complex object. The view of the data tree with the combination type of the command window would be goblet in the combination union basin 1 region. Union base includes stem 1 region. Ball 1, union ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, union stem ball region, ball, union ball 1, ball 2, 3, union region, union base region, ball 1, base 1, base 1, ball 1 sphere. Name of the overall combination of the design of the goblet 1. See the over the goblet 1 combination combines with the region base 1 region stem 1 region basin 1 region. The base 1 region combines over the primitive shape of the names of the base 1 and ball 1 region stem 1 region composed of the 3 primitive shape of the ball 1 ball 2 ball 3 stems or ball 1 ball 2 3 region basin is composed of the primitive shape of the ball basin minus the region stem 1 region. Remember that regions definitely defines value in the uniform material of the real world. In empirical had 2 objects can occupy the same place. The 2 regions occupy the same space with the said overlap with avoiding U of the base stem overtrap with the subtract of the ball 1 from base 1 with the crave of the base 1 region from the subtract of the stem 1 region base 1 basin 1 will create the basin 1. This remove the material for the 1 region that would otherwise create an overlap with another. Following figure show the overlap between the ball 1 and base 1 and the volume is removed for the base 1 region. Alright, retracing the goblet. The retrace of the goblet with the different material property of the gray plastic. Some file the menu with the ray trace with the gray trace control panel. Appear with the chain with the color of the background. Clicking on the bottom with the right with the background color box. Clicking on the white option in the drop down menu. Next on click on the ray trace. When you have finished with the viewing of the goblet with the front view of the view option menu bar with the azimuth elevation 35 and elevation elevation 25, then retrace if you want to view the goblet. Without the wireframe, go for the frame buffer option of the race trace control panel panel and click over the overlay, and the goblet should look like a similar following illustration. Ray trace goblet from the Azimuth 35 elevation 25 view. Alright, review. In this lesson, you created a new database. You created an edited, uncopied print of the shapes to make the parts of the goblet, made a region of the parts, made combination of the region, viewed a data tree, and ray traced the completed goblet. Lesson 7, assigning material properties to your goblet.